Hello everybody, it's a nice sunny day there, so in the mornings I look like Casper the Friendly Ghost. I do apologise. Anyway, I'm rather enjoying this playing not logged in business. So we're going to go intermediate and I'm going to just play as a guest. And let's do a 15-10, let's do it properly. We don't know what we're going to get, it could be bloody Carlson for all we know. Okay, so I'm guest 854, I'm against another guest, it's putting us both at 800. I'm going to play D4. I don't know why. Okay, D4, D5. We might go Jobava London. I don't know it. Doesn't really matter. So the point of this is, normally in the London system, this pawn goes to c3 and this knight goes to d2, which is a very solid approach, right? Okay, I can bring my bishop out now. It's targeting that which is defended. But very often you're thinking e3, this knight comes in with a big threat. So it's like a kind of fried liver style attack on the other side of the board. Okay, and this knight move does nothing about that. So can I go straight in and do it? It's highly unprincipled. Because the thing is, well, I don't even need my this bishop to defend. I can just throw the knight straight in, yeah? So then the question is, well, if I do this, what can my opponent do? Now, one thing he can't do is knight a6, which is one way of defending that pawn. So the only thing he's going to have, yeah? How does he defend this pawn, right? Think about it. My knight goes in here. He can play bishop d6, but that doesn't work because I've got two attackers. Oh no, he has got two defenders. So here, bishop here. Okay, which is a very common move that London system players will know. Okay, so I don't think that works for that reason. So what we have to do is you have to make a percentage judgment, right? If I do this, can my opponent, it looks like a threat, but then take it the step further. What can my opponent do? Well, he does this. And then we've got bishop tension. Then I kind of have to drop back. You don't have to in the London. You can play, I'm going to play e3 anyway, right? Because we need to crack on. Now, if this is ever played, you can leave your bishop there and then capture e3, f4. Well, I'm fine with this. If he wants to give up his DSB, this is not the problem. So I'm thinking it's time to develop the bishop. I've got really three options actually. I don't really rate that. I don't really rate b5. Let's go normal London style and put it on d3. It's a pin, but it's not a serious one. One key thing that I've learned from Naroditsky is the pinned piece defended by a pawn? Yeah, in that case you can just crack on with your day very often. Okay, I have, because this bishop has come out, I have queen g4 hitting this now undefended pawn on g7. That's quite good. There's no kind of mirror image of this really because it doesn't come with check. This is the point. I mean, if I take and queen takes and then the knight comes in, well, I can't do that anyway because my knight's actually in an absolute pin. So there's no kind of queen trap stuff. It doesn't work on the mirror image. Okay, now I don't have queen g4, by the way. Just worth noting. Okay, I think the knight should come out. Knight f3. Very often wants to come into this position. Now I've got all my minor bits out. I've moved two pawns. This is move 6. I'm ready to castle, get the queen off the back rank, and we've completed development in a record 8 moves. No one has ever done it quicker than that in the history of chess. Opponent, however, cannot complete development now in a record 8 moves. Why? Because he's just moved one of his pieces twice before completing development. This is inadvisable. Now we know the knight can't go there. We know the knight can't go there because it gets taken by a pawn each time. If it goes there, it gets taken by the king. If it goes there, it gets taken by the rook or the knight. So I'm just going to go ahead and castle. I think I am. I mean, this is also option. No, it's not option really. I could just kick the knight and say, "Be gone, horse," couldn't I? In fact, I'm going to do that. I'm just going to rub my opponent's nose in the fact he's just made a pointless move. Right, the knight has no forward prospects from that square. Right? It's not attacking anything. It's an aimless, stupid horse. Okay. Now I can simply castle. You know, the point is that the knight now can't go back there. I can castle. This pawn, it's always a potential weakness, you know. If at some point we have this, he might take it out and start some kind of attack, but I don't know. I could kick at a bishop on this side. What is best? What is best? I mean, knight here is a possibility. I think let's castle the king. But I don't know. Do I want to castle that side? I don't know. Okay, let's put a bit more pressure on. There's no rush. Yeah, I know I haven't completed development. Okay. So I've just got a B pawn has now been promoted to a C pawn. It's captured towards the center. This is good. We like this. Opponent's knights are now looking a bit stupid. Yeah, I mean, E4 is possibly playable. There, trades. Then he's got double pawns. And he hasn't captured towards the center. He's captured across the center. So he's now he would have doubled E pawns in that situation. I, however, would have lost my light squared bishop, which is not ideal. But I have 2 bishops. He has 1. What's more, it's kind of stuck. So I'm thinking I'd love to shove my knight onto E5. If he takes and I take, still the point is that we've stopped this pawn. This pawn cannot progress. We're kind of pressuring that knight, kind of pressuring this corner. I'm all right about that. I think we're better. Don't you think we're better? Apparently, queen's pawn opening Chigorian variation, whatever the hell that means. So, queen's... Ah, okay. So if you play like Jobava London style with knight c3 on move 2, they call it the Chigorian variation. Okay, well, let's go back to where we were. Loads and loads of time. And the knight's moved again. Now, I imagine the point of this move is to get more control over this square, which is a very interesting idea from an alleged 800 level beginner level player. What does he want to do? Does he want to slip a knight onto there? That doesn't really work. I can just take. No, it doesn't work. It's attacked 3 times. I've actually still got more control over that square than he has. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to short castle, seeing as long castles is now out of the question, after Barry became Charlie 2. Does he want to prevent me from getting in there? Sorry, is that the idea? What's going on? Here he takes. Okay, so now he castles. Looking at this as an idea to open up queenie. So queen h5. That would threaten mate. If he just does completely aimless, pointless crap over the other side of the board, that's okay. If I do this, he might kick me away. Bishop's looking at this, defended only by the queen. Let it be noted. So what I don't want to do is just a piddly move like this. It really does nothing whatsoever. I should explore this possibility. I should also maybe explore e4 break. E4 break and takes. My bishop suddenly becomes. I mean, it's is monstrous. Oh, hang on. But knight in there straight away, I'm actually threatening an immediate capture on h7, either with the bishop with check, forcing the king to h8, or with the knight attacking the rook. So I think that is worthwhile. And then queenie can now dive in. Yeah, so this is definitely the right move, I think. Right, I've moved the knight. It's coming with a threat because of this bishop. And I've opened up the queen, which could then bring another threat. So there's your multi-purpose move. Good players make one move do more than one thing. I notice when I see what they do. I'm not a good player, according to some commentators, but I'm an intermediate player. And I'm in like the top 5% of players on chess.com, so I'm happy with that, me. I don't care. Don't care what the haters say. Here, 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 okay? So we're kind of Grand Prixing here. Then he's going to have to push this pawn. He can't push the king to defend, because I take anyway, yeah? And what's more, I think, look how much traffic there is in the way of this bishop. Really, really poor. You know, it's a very woeful bishop, that. Plus, he's got stupid horses. Yeah, I mean, they're all about the e5, but I'm not attacking e5. I'm going to attack over here. So now he has to push this pawn. But he can't push it here because I take it. So he has to push it too. And that is going to create other weaknesses. I mean, is g4 even? h5, g4? He can't take because I just mate him. Well, I don't mate him immediately. King goes there and then I mate him. So he can't take. His king can't help. I'm going to capture here. Yeah, I think... Oh! Okay. Well, I have this attacking the knight, threatening to remove the defender of the mating thing. Okay, and if knight takes here, then I recapture with the pawn, and that does the same thing. I'm still attacking the knight. His queen will be attacking this knight, but that doesn't matter if he gets mate to hold. Oh. This knight moves anywhere. I declare I win. Oh, apart from there. Cracking, right. Anyway, but apart from that, you're still in some trouble. Can't go there, can't go there. Can't go there, you lose your knight. You're going to have to go there, but that doesn't work, because then it's check de... It kind of... I mean, it's not instant death. Yeah. So the knight has to come back here. So queen will take here, king f8. Or, I mean, I could take with the knight and threaten this with a fork and king and rook. That's maybe even better. Think that through. Knight's going to have to go back there. Okay, I take the pawn, which is defended by the queen, so king can't take the knight. Okay, so his knight goes here. I take this. I'm threatening to swing back here. Oh, hello. No, there's a slight problem with that plan. Knight goes there, queen takes queen, and I lose. Well. Well, what's that smell? I take you, you take me. I can't take this pawn, and my pawn is here. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, what do? If I drop back, I lose my queen. The hell? Okay, I take you. Right, I'm going to have to take the knight. There's no... I can stop thinking at that point, right? There's no other option. My knight is under attack. Okay? If I move my knight, my queen hangs. So opponent has played very well. Okay, so I take knight, take, and at least I know my queen is safe. The whole pinned queen thing is now a moot point. Okay, my first thought is queen g3. I've got two attackers on here. He's probably going to take something. I think queen g3. Interesting stuff. If he takes here, I can't take this pawn. It's defended. I might try and get a rook on g8, g1 actually. f4 is also possible. That's assuming he takes here. f4, this pawn will be pinned. If he takes, he pins this pawn. Well, surely I have to take, I mean, this is, and it's defended by the bishop, right? And if he takes here, I think that was a poor move. But I don't really know what was best. I think he had to capture on h5. I think this was necessary, but I mean, I also, actually, I could have thought about that, but then how do I support the pawn and its race to promotion? I don't know. Because my bishop can't really help, my rook can't get through. Wow, wow. Takes, he's got queen takes. What the hell? Push, threatens king, check, he takes. Push here. Takes, push, check. Queen can then get out of the attack. Bishop is unleashed. I don't think he really wants to I'm going to push h4. I am. I'm doing it. Because this attacks the queen, but I have an in-between move, right? I can up the danger levels because my move comes to check. Then the king, I think, is going to have to go to g8. Then I've got ideas with... You did not do that. You did not just do that. Got one move. I think I have to take the pawn. I think I do. I'm also very tempted to push h5 though, and I've got a pair of connected passed pawns. I mean, okay, let's say I do this, right, and he does this. That does make my bishop a bit crap. My bishop might drop back to here with the idea of maybe coming around there. All this, you see this, yeah, I have a check. Then the king starts to run away. So this, what's he going to do? This pawn can't move. I mean, I'm in a very good position. But I don't want him to capture here. I really don't. I want to keep these pawns. I think this is more elegant and prettier, you know. Yeah, he might do this, and I just have to swing the bishop round and save it for later. But these two pawns together, that is sexy. I think it also maybe something like this. King g2, rook h1, maybe even rook ag1. That's fine. So putting the bishop here is absolutely pointless. So we'll walk straight into c6 with tempo again. See now, his sleeping bishop could then wake up. He can push this, I can't take it. I can't take this either because it's defended. But this is turning into somewhat of a cool ending. Oh, also, actually, the F break is interesting, right? If I push F4, he's got an en passant option, but I can then recapture with rook, bishop, or queen. Queen takes, rook takes, both come with check. Tell me that's not your idea. I mean, that point is that pawn is not a player in this game, right? The action is all around here. It's all around this corner and these evil pawns of doom. If I push, no. I'm really considering this. I really want to play this. Here, he could just push on. What about f3? He takes, he loses. So takes isn't an option. f3 it is. F3 it is. Also, he's just hung a pawn here, by the way, which I just noticed. Not very good at following my own principles here. It's not my print. I didn't invent the bloody principles. State everything that just changed. I've got an over the board game as well, by the way, tonight against Barnsley B. I think I'm playing for our B team. Well, that just loses on the spot because pawn takes, and now queen and king are in line. Yeah, he can do that, but So I think the point of this was he noticed the hanging pawn. It's not about the pawn, dude. Ooh. Regina mortua est. The queen is dead. You resign now. You lose your queen, you resign. You never said that in the rules. It's not in the rules. It's sportsmanship. Unlucky, dude. So, you've put, the rook's defended, man. It's all going tits up. Here, king can't move. That, he is mate. Boom, boom, mate. Well, it's a free chat. I mean, that's a no-brainer move. Absolute no-brainer. Okay. And that's mate, yeah? There we go. Is there an option to share the PGN? There is. Let's do it. Okay. So I'm gonna be cheeky now. I'm gonna log in. I'm going to stick it in the analysis engine. Learn. Is it learn analysis? It's learn analysis. Okay. Here we go. I am here, by the way, announcing to chess.com that I've just played not logged in, but I don't think that's against the rules, is it? Okay, let's go review. How did I play? Did I play better than 800? I think I did. I think my opponent did as well, actually, certainly at the start. Okay, 86 accuracy for me. I like this. I like it when you get a game. Yeah, I've had a couple of mistakes by the look of it. One mistake, 3 inaccuracies. But it's not common. You know, when you're playing people around your level, you don't really get games where someone gets an advantage and builds and builds and builds, and it never swings both ways. Normally, it's like bloody ECG. But actually, look at this. My opponent made 0 blunders. Of course, I don't know who he is. He had a mask over his face. Booyakasha! 1900. He played like a 1350 blood. That was no 800. This is no mere ranger. Yeah, but I got a star in the opening and I got a star in the middle game, so I will take that all day long. What's my one mistake? This move. Saying overlooks an opportunity to recapture a piece. I guess wants me to take this pawn and go down there, but look, we talked about this. I was just so excited about these two passed pawns. Yeah, maybe you're right, Fishy. Maybe you're right. Okay, not this. This move. Best move was queen takes, e5. Yeah, okay. And maybe this is just crushing. So here he takes. Do I jump in the corner? No. He just takes. That's all it's got. You say show moves, it says, all right, take a pawn. Come on, fish. So what's best here? This? No. Apparently not. Apparently not. Okay, let's look at the analysis. It's now saying rook a b1. Or, oh no, g7 check. G7 check. Oh, let's look at that, g7. So what's he got here? King e7 is best. Yeah, I mean, that kind of makes sense, running away. I don't know. I like the way I did it. but it worked out pretty well. So there you go. Definitely not an 800 opponent, but definitely an enjoyable game. And I think we should do that. I think we should do this every day. And you know what I think I should do? I think I should always play an opening that I don't play, that isn't actually part of my normal repertoire. Yeah. So we'll go for weird stuff and get into the chess. And this is the point, right? That when you're around the 1000 level, honestly, memorizing opening moves isn't going to help you as much as principles and applying your principles and getting into a middle game and using tactics from then on. So there you go. You all right, Morgan? You enjoy that? Nah. All right. Anyway, so let's do that. And I'll try and do a 15 plus 10 around my own level as well. Okay? Thanks for watching, everyone. See you later.